This week on Crunch Week, we're talking about the Alibaba IPO, the Microsoft Minecraft deal, and of course, Sarah got a manservant. Hello, welcome to Crunch Week. My name is Alex.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Sarah.
And it has been a really important big day in tech because the Alibaba IPO, I believe the largest U.S. offering ever, was today. And it's been kind of fun to watch, I think.
I mean, I guess it's fun. I don't think anyone really knows what Alibaba is.
Yes, it's a thing in the cloud with the tubes and the China, I believe is the
and the China.
Definitely the China. The big on the China thing. They actually think 85% of the revenue is derived from the Chinese market still.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you buy a stock in Alibaba, you're essentially betting on the Chinese economy doing well, which is an interesting way to look at it. But they're up 33% so far. They're worth about $227 billion, and big day. I mean, I wonder if this shows strong appetite among investors right now for tech shares.
I mean, I think, I think the thing is that Alibaba is this thing we've been waiting to go public for, I don't know how long.
Wasn't it like,
for years and years and years. And it's finally here. It's just like Christmas is here.
It's almost like Facebook's IPO in a way, right? Because that was something we waited for so long, and then it finally happened, and then all of a sudden it's trading, and you just kind of like go about your business. Like it's not, nothing really happens afterwards, other than it just floats. I don't know. Are you gonna buy stock in the company?
I've actually thought about it.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually thought. I'm not a big stock buyer. I usually let someone else who follows that stuff figure that out, which is maybe not the best. But yeah, this one actually is very interesting to me.
Why is it different to you? What drives that difference?
Well, it's not by any mathematical or scientific terms. I just really, I think the story of the company is actually quite interesting. And I mean, I want to watch it just to kind of see what it does over the next couple of days before I actually invest. But
it's fair. It's fair.
But I think that the company story, I mean, I was reading up, and he started with, what, like $60,000, 18 of his friends gave him to help him start this company.
Right.
And now he's this billionaire 15 years later, and he has this interesting company culture. He makes all his employees choose like a warrior name. I mean, he's a really interesting guy.
We should do that at TechCrunch.
What was your playa name from Burning Man? Tell us.
I don't think you're supposed to say.
It's okay on Crunch Week. It's allowed.
This is.
Anyway, it's warrior names would be good. Yeah. But the company's now worth more than Facebook. By about $25 billion. So that
at one point, I think it was worth more than Walmart this morning.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't know Walmart's market cap off the top of my head. But
it's like at 99.
It's so huge, and it's listed in the U.S. even though it's a Chinese company. I mean, what's next?
I guess the other interesting piece of this, to bring us completely off what you were just asking, is the effect that it actually has on Yahoo. Since Yahoo's been a shareholder for
What was
a big long time.
the impact on Yahoo's share price today?
I think it's down slightly right now.
Okay.
I believe.
And you sound surprised.
I'm not terribly surprised. I think part of it was just that it's been priced in for so long. Everybody kind of knew this was coming. So I don't know. Yahoo has a lot of money now to go out and do whatever Yahoo.
But Alibaba spiked today, big day.
Right.
And Yahoo was down.
Right.
That is kind of weird.
That's really weird because.
Why do you think that is?
I guess Ryan's point is that investors had priced in an even bigger bump, and therefore when it didn't materialize, they were mad. I mean, who looks at an IPO that goes up 30% on day one and is worth more than $200 billion and goes, oh, fuck it. What a disappointment. This is just not what I wanted. I mean, who is that optimistic?
It could also be that the Yahoo investors just don't have confidence in the company to use the proceeds in a positive way.
Well, what are they going to do? Go buy Tumblr? I mean, come on. On that topic, though, on acquisitions, there was another big one that dropped down this week that was much expected, which was Microsoft buying. I'm going to kill it. Mojang.
Yeah,
people who make Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
For $2.5 billion, and I think a lot of people did not A, expect this, or B, get it. What was your take on that?
I think it's interesting if you look at, sort of the ecosystem that's forming now around gamers and these game platforms. We talked about this earlier this week about how Facebook bought Oculus, which is not necessarily a gaming platform, but Amazon bought Twitch, and now Microsoft is buying Minecraft. And with each of them, it's kind of like the gamers are actually worth some serious money.
Well, as we learned from you played that one game on your phone.
Yeah, the Kim Kardashian game.
Yeah, yes, that's right.
That was very surprising because that's going to make her more money this year. I mean, more than double this year of everything she has invested in or earns in the last year it was like 23 million. Now she'll make 80 million. That's pretty crazy on just one game.
What if Apple bought the Kim Kardashian game? Then everyone would have a platform. Sorry, I'm done.
That'd be great.
I think it's interesting that everyone's kind of getting a stake in different kinds of industries. Like there's the gaming industry, there's the mobile industry, I mean, Alibaba does something similar that's bought.
They own part of a Chinese soccer team. They have a large cloud computing business. They do wholesale, chat. They invest in startups. I mean, Alibaba is kind of a miasma of everything. It's just like Jack Ma wants to do it, so they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a very odd operating structure if you look into it. It's kind of random. But so far, so good.
But Minecraft.
But Minecraft, yes. I mean, so it now has a new home in Redmond. And does the Microsoft lack of cool factor hurt the brand?
I don't think so, because what's interesting about Minecraft, everybody talks about how their kids are playing with it. It's like really, really huge with the kids. It's not who don't really care if Microsoft owns it. It's like.
Do they not care though? Do they know about Microsoft? Do they know about Vista and Microsoft Bob?
I don't think a 12-year-old cares.
I don't think a 12-year-old thinks about the cool of Microsoft or Yahoo or whatever. They just want to go about their little Minecrafting ways.
Have you played Minecraft?
I haven't. I have no idea.
Have you?
Like, I wouldn't even know what to do with the Minecraft.
You're looking at me like you already know the answer.
Have you?
I have not. I have seen some cool YouTube clips of people playing the game, and it looks awesome. But I don't have the time, I guess. I don't want to invest the time to play that much.
Are you a gamer? Do you?
Not really.
Do you game? No. Yeah, no.
Yeah. But the kids do here.
It's a huge market.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Well, on the other issue that's going on lately, you had a manservant this week that you named John Biggs, was it?
Everyone wanted me to name him John Biggs, but no, I named him Fabio.
So what happened, and tell us how it came to be.
Well, so these very silly ladies quit their jobs at an ad agency and decided to start a service where you can hire men, hot men, that must be at least 6 feet tall, to do whatever you want them to do for $125 an hour.
$125 an hour?
Yes.
That's intense.
Yeah, from what I understand, it's kind of escort prices, except they're not escorts.
So you can't touch them?
They were very clear that there was nothing sexual happening. So
you can just look at them?
Yeah, they just get to look pretty and fetch you water and drinks and stuff.
Is that worth $125 an hour?
I don't think so. I think that's crazy. Who's spending that? If you have the kind of money to spend on that, you can probably hire like lots of servants already.
So who paid for your manservant?
This was the company was showing off their manservant. So this was a reporter perk.
Okay. So what did you make it?
I don't think we're supposed to accept gifts over a certain amount. I think he was
serving all of us. He was serving all of us.
Okay. How many people were there?
There were 3 ladies and the manservant and me. So there was a group of people. It was in public. Nothing shady was happening.
Okay. I love you keep referring like I did not touch the manservant. I swear to God, hands to
I
myself.
actually tried to ask him personal questions. I was like, so what do you do other than, because he was holding an umbrella for us. Like, what do you do other than holding umbrellas during the middle of the day? And
do you get to dress the manservant?
Yes.
Okay.
That's so awesome! Who wouldn't want? Dude, I now understand this. I want him wearing a teacup and an umbrella and one sock, and I want him to bring me little truffles on a tray with a beer.
Yeah. In fact, somebody approached us. This guy approached us while we were sitting on the patio at the Grove, and he was like, "Excuse me, what is going on here?" And we were like, "Oh, well, we've hired a manservant," and he seemed very excited to hire his own manservant. So the manservant is not just for the ladies. It's for everybody.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
you can also have.
I could also have a manservant.
How tall are you?
I'm not tall enough.
Me too. I'm like an inch too short. I feel kind of like, anti-objectified here. Like, I'm not good enough to be the manservant.
Oh,
yeah,
I can fucking hold an umbrella. Why am I priced out of this?
I actually had this conversation with my boyfriend. He was very concerned that I had a manservant, which I found hilarious. He's probably going to watch this video. And he's not tall enough to be a manservant, but I'd hire him over the manservant any day.
Oh, that's just sweet.
I know, that's kind of gross, but it's true.
But Matt Burns,
yes.
the brave individual that Matt Burns is,
yes.
Basically.
That's one word for
so many men were mad that this was even happening. I had, I think, like 84 comments from men who were just irate about these women objectifying men, which I thought was hilarious.
Just tears, guys. Just like, come on now.
I was like, are you kidding me right now?
But
yeah,
Matt Burns took the brave step to parody the manservant's story and switch all the genders.
He
and
fought
came up
the good fight for all the men who were pissed off.
and sought to strike out against male objectification.
Yes,
It was-
the very real subject of male objectification.
It was bold.
It's,
It was-
that happens every day in this country.
Yeah.
These poor men objectified all the
Hashtag
time.
yes, all men.
Yeah.
And then, of course, after that post came out, which I thought was actually kind of funny, Valleywag didn't get the joke and then made fun of it. And he just kind of stood there looking at it like, well, where are we now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but real talk. Is this going to take off, or is this just going to die out very quick?
It seems kind of niche. I mean, I think it's kind of fun for maybe a bachelorette party or, a weekend getaway for a couple of hours, but it's quite expensive.
Why wouldn't you just hire an actual escort?
That was my question. That was my question.
I mean, if you're going to hire a manservant for a bachelorette party, why not just like?
I had friends who were like, "Wait, all he does is just stand there for $125 an hour and like get you water. Like, you can find a hot guy in the bar to do that for you for free. Like, that's not."
But will the guy in the bar really hold the umbrella for you, though, inside?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think most. Yeah.
Well, hashtag chivalry is dead. Oh well. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week on Crunch Week.